Welcome back to Sky News Breakfast. Now, lawn bowling clubs across the country are hosting free sessions this weekend to try and encourage people from all walks of life to try out the sport. Now, for some, being part of a sporting community can make it easier to open up conversations about mental health. And that was certainly the case for my next guest, the somewhat aptly named Craig Bowler, who's a Commonwealth Games medalist. Great to see you, Craig. Yeah. That is your real name.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it weren't changed by default.
I thought it was a joke when I read it last night. Great name for your sport. Tell me how you first got involved in bowls.
So I started 15 years ago. A friend, after what happened to me, a friend asked if I'd like to give it a go. And the stigma behind it, I thought it was an old man's game. So I turned up, and within a week I was hooked on it and really enjoyed it.
You're right. People, I mean, I certainly associate it with older people. My grandfather loved playing bowls. Now, our viewers may not be familiar with your story. Are you comfortable talking about what happened to you?
Yeah.
If you don't mind just explaining what happened to you and why bowls has helped you so much.
Yeah, so just nearly 16 years ago, I suffered a nervous breakdown. It was out of the blue, you know, it wasn't a build-up, it just, my head just totally went. I had a good job, good career, good friends, and I just woke up one morning, didn't want to be here, drove to a motorway bridge, looked over, I was going to throw myself off it, but then I felt guilty that I probably hurt someone else. Next minute, I've looked up, see a pylon, can't remember climbing the pylon, can't even remember walking up to it, and then woke up a month and a half later in a induced coma.
And your injuries were a result of that accident?
Yeah, so 33,000 volts, it blew my arm off and blew both of my feet off. It was difficult when I woke up, but I was just so happy that I was still here. And then I just turned every negative into a positive.
Yeah.
And bowls is, for my mental health, has literally saved my life. You know, I fell in love with my physio. Married my physio, got 2 beautiful children.
What a love story, you married your physio?
I did, yes.
That helps.
It does help, yeah, she looked after me, so... Yeah, it was, you know, she was a big part of my rehabilitation and me dealing with being a total different person now and learning to walk. The doctor said it would take 3.5 years. I've done it in 6 weeks.
Wow.
You know, people say to me, you must have such a strong mind to deal with how I am now. Yes, I do, but it was my mind that ended up putting me in this situation.
Go on, sorry.
No, you know, and it was difficult, but, you know, I think bowls was a massive part of for my mental health. You know, the social life of bowls is just amazing. It's so diversity. You know, you've got people from the young age of 7 to 90 playing. You know, there isn't another sport that will do that, you know. And a big bowls bash weekend this weekend as well, which is huge.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that in just a sec. But what is it that sport's done for? What is it that sport has done for you? That the bowls seems to have like filled the void that you had perhaps before.
Yeah, it's given me a purpose, you know. The social life of it and playing competitive and stuff, and it's just, you know, everyone's so friendly and stuff, and it's like a big family, the bowls. It's great, you know, and I advise anyone that wants to give bowls a go over this weekend. It's starting today until Monday. Type it in Bowls England and type in your postcode and it'll come up, and go and give it a go. You know, if you're at home and you ain't got many friends and stuff like that, you know, go down to your local bowls club. It would help you out, you know, and we're welcome with open arms.
They could become a Commonwealth Games medalist like you.
Yeah, they could, you know.
You've done phenomenally well.
Yeah, I mean, I've been lucky. I've had family support and a lot of bowls club helping me and stuff. So, yeah, it's just been amazing.
So just briefly, to anyone wanting to give it a go this weekend, what do they do? Is it all bowls clubs open?
There's 530 bowls club doing the bowls big weekend. Go on the bowls website, type in your postcode, and it will show you your local bowls club and that. So I'm doing a lot of stuff for mental health at the minute. I've got a charity that I'm ambassador for Lord Loxley's charity.
Okay.
You know, and we're helping people with mental health, disabilities. We've just raised £600 an hour for prostate cancer peddlers. So
Great.
we're helping other charities. So if anyone wants to see what we do and help us out, that'd be great.
Well, best of luck with that. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much. And for anyone struggling with their mental health, there is a lot of support out there for you, including the Samaritans. We'll have the rest of the news at the top of the hour.